Hi, my name is Chris Peterson. I want to say right off the top, I am not a professional trainer, and so please don't hold me liable for anything we do in this video. But I just want to kind of show some of my friends and some of the people I'm working out with here a little bit of things here. a little bit of exercises that you can mainly do at home. Definitely need to check with the physician before you start exercising, but these are just some things that you can do that I found through a guy named Josh Smith at Body Smith Fitness that's taught me a lot, or well, anything I know about fitness. So anyway, we're going to just skip over. I'll show you some of the things we can do and take it from there. Head on here tsunami too, but the first thing we're going to do is alternate waves. And again, you want to get a good stance. Keep the ropes in front of you. Just use just arms like that. You don't want to get like this. And something you can do the same like this at home. You can do just uppercuts, 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 uppercuts. And then like some of the other things that we start, where we start throwing the hooks. And we'll show some of the boxing later, but just this shadow boxing, doing uppercuts, that kind of stuff, you'll get some of the same type of movements you would doing those. It's just not quite as hard because you don't have that resistance from the rope. Okay, number 2 is plank. And again, it's down like this with your rear flat. You don't want to be up like this. You want to stay down flat and hold it as long as you can. We do different rounds. Tonight, like I said, we're doing 30-second rounds. You can make those intervals anywhere from like 45 to a minute or even longer. Okay, number 3. Hey, where'd my ball go? I was supposed to have a ball here. It got moved. No, a big one. Just shut it off. Now you guys can do just regular push-ups if you want, or you can try this from your knee, but it's called a ball push-up, and you're just going to do a push-up, and then roll it to the other hand, push-up, roll it, back and forth, and being that unstable like that, it makes your body fight for balance. It does the same thing you'll get with a push-up, but then it also gets a lot of your core a little bit more because you're kind of fighting for balance. Okay, number 4 is squats. I'm going to give you guys several different options. These are going to be a little bit different kind of squats. Where 4 times we'll just squat, just do regular squats. On this, we're actually going to sit down. So probably move over here. So you're going to sit down and then just try to come up without rocking back and forth. Just try to use your legs just to shoot up. If you can do it, hold the balls over. Hold 1 or 2 of the balls over your head. If you feel it froggy, use 10. If you feel this like Superman, you can use a 25. Hold it over your head. And that will really get your core when you're, so you're getting a little bit of both. Okay, number 5 is a T-twist. And again, these are something perfect you can do at home. If you can't, and this is not for you guys' sake, but for other people, if you're doing this, when I started, I had to get my junk rocking or I wasn't going to get up. I mean, so if you're big enough that you can't, if you have to use your body, if you have to use some momentum, use momentum to get up. It doesn't, just as long as you're getting up and down, but you try as much as you can just to power up with just your legs. Okay, T-twist. T-twist, you're going to be like in the push-up position. Come up, look at your hand. Come up, look at your hand. As simple as that, and that's real good. And this one is not as hard as it looks. And if you can't, if you struggle with this and you can't do a T-twist, you can do, you could try Spider-Man like that, or the old dog fire hydrant. That will get that a little bit, but you get a lot more done if you do the T-twist. Okay, number 6. Everybody knows number 6. So it's pretty simple, jumping jacks. Okay. If you have joint problems, you can't do jumping jacks. You can do duck unders, something that you could do that would be pretty good, or you can just do for your shuffling back to the side. Those are things that you could do that might help. Okay, number 7. Okay, that's what we want to do. We want to use the ball for over here. Okay, ball twist, and this you're going to try to balance. Keep your legs off the floor. Woo! And just go side to side with it, touch the ground. If you can't do it with the ball, use your hand. If you can't do that with your hand, you do inchworm, where you keep your shoulder blades off and go back and forth like this. And pretty much everybody can do that one. So That's number 7. Number 8. And number 8 is dips. And if dips, if you struggle with them, you want to keep your feet close to you. You don't want to go real deep like that. You can hurt your shoulders. Just barely bend them. If you get a little more seasoned, you can get way out. It starts getting hard. Just kind of the more you bring it in, the easier it gets. So it just depends on where you're at on doing those. Number 9, standing row. And this is something new that you guys haven't seen. We got 5, 10, 25, or 35. And basically, how we usually do this, I don't have the same size kettlebell, so we can't do it that way. So we're gonna have to do it differently. Usually you'd have the same size kettlebell in each hand. You never would set, you would always have both in one hand, one in the other. But what you want to do is get a good wide stance, have it out here, good wide stance. Your butt goes down, you get it, you bring it up, put it down, go switch hands. Don't try to lift it to here and then go. Ugh. Let your legs, when you're coming up, let your legs power it all the way. Ooh, hit my belly. Let your legs power it all the way up like that. Definitely start off the lighter weight if you're not used to doing that. If you don't have it at home, you could use like the medicine ball and just do it with the medicine ball. Get a wide stance, just come up. It's kind of like, it's a little bit like a ball slam, a little bit different. You can do it with dumbbells too. Okay, number 10 is lumberjack. You guys know lumberjack well. Start off like this. Do it one side, then the next time you're switching like that. And you can do that without a medicine ball, but using a medicine ball definitely gets better results. Okay, now for the fun part for you guys. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do ball slams as a team, 2 teams. Wow. We're going to go through all this one time, and after we go through, we're going to quickly run to our stations, find our stations, we'll get ready to start. Then once we go through the rounds, come back with your team to here as fast as you can. We're going to go through it one more time before we have a break. And ball slams, these are, I mean, they suck, I'm not gonna lie. They do, but they're a great way to get your cardio up. I mean, this is something I do just to kind of help get myself pushed, you know, when I'm at home, you know, on the weekends especially. I'm just kind of sick, I do ball slams. But what we're gonna do is you're gonna go for each hole and then stop. And if you don't, you're not gonna have obviously an agility ladder at home. You can just do like 5, however far you can go, wherever you're doing that, if you're in your garage or whatever. Do 5 one way, 5 back, and just try to keep it going like for at least about 20 or 25. Okay, and that's a good number, and you're moving sideways with it. So you're getting a lot more than just the regular thing you get from a ball slam. All right, that is it.
Wait a minute, one more
So
time.
how are we doing
So
the
we're
team?
going